I was gonna transition to the Achilles.
Yes.
Talk
Yes.
through that. You
Well,
guys
quarter length socks do protect the scar.
Let's see if we
So
get that thing.
when the scar, when it was no show socks, the scar would be very visible. But now I can rock quarter length, and I don't even have to show the scar.
You got a solid tan line coming in too. You've been wearing those quarter lengths out.
yeah,
I see
yeah.
it.
Once it came
Once you
back,
saw it was okay, them things
yeah,
haven't even
just
come off.
Threw away all of
Go to
those
sleep in them
shows,
boys.
But it's healing up. We're 6 months and change in. I was told 9 months when I did it was kind of the timeline, August 1st. But being a competitor, I'm hoping for faster than that, and we'll see if we can get there.
When they're sorry.
No,
you
go
wanna
ahead. I was just gonna say. I was gonna ask if you conversed with Aaron Rodgers at all. It seemed
That's
like
where
he
I
was
was
very
going to.
I called him. I think I did it on Sunday. I probably talked to him on Tuesday, just to say, what do I need to know? Didn't even know what to ask really, but he was great. He was helpful. Gave me his perspective, his thoughts, what you want to focus on, and then I probably circled back with him in December on our bye week, and he was very helpful again. At that point, he was trying to get back on the practice field already. So he was helpful. And then I started researching people who have torn their Achilles. It was a serious list. Like I made like a power rankings of the all-time people who have torn their Achilles. I know Al Gore tore his Achilles.
Got the spreadsheet.
no shit.
Al Gore tore his Achilles. Judi Dench tore her Achilles, the actress. We had Brad Pitt, George Clooney, and one other famous actor all tore their Achilles. Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe elected not to have surgery, and it never got better. So 12 years later, he got surgery. So I felt like that was a good argument to get surgery.
Yeah.
But Brad Pitt, ironically, tore his Achilles while playing the role of Achilles for the movie Troy.
No shit.
Filming was suspended 4 to 6 weeks so he could heal.
Damn.
But Tiger Woods, I guess, tore his Achilles. I didn't know that. A lot of basketball players: Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant,
Yeah.
Dan Marino. So I was just looking at all these guys, and it was encouraging, honestly, because there were so many people who came back and lived meaningful lives post Achilles.
Yeah, because you get worried about the Achilles because that ankle flexion. What has been the most difficult part for you in this recovery process?
Well, I think a lot of it is trying to get the brain to recognize that you're good now. And so it's the innervation of the muscles and knowing that, hey, yes, we went through trauma. Yes, it needed to heal, but it's healed now. You can go. We can go. I think the brain is still guarding like it always does after an injury. And so it takes time. And so you can do all you want. You do all the exercise you want, but it's still time has to do its work.
Is pain a factor at all?
I think pain kind of becomes like your signal that you aren't healed yet, or that's your limiting factor. So if you move and there's pain, then it's like, hey, why is there pain? Let's work through this. But it's interesting how as time goes, as you heal, as you do more rehab and exercises, you find you can do more and more and more. And where you're getting that moment of pain that's telling you to stop is further and further and further down the movement scale. So I'm really close now, and we just got to kind of break through that last push here to go from where I am to full go.
How'd you do mentally through it all? You go from, you're obviously making the push with the Vikings. Now, you guys didn't start the right way, but
we were ascending.
Yeah, you guys
time.
were ascending. You guys were in those close games that you probably should have pulled
We were
out,
really.
You were starting
really
to ascend,
ascending.
and then you go from. You're now on the couch watching the games with everybody else. How'd you do
No
mentally?
fun. I was in a dark place for a while, like anybody would be. Football means something to me, and it hurt. It was confusing. It was frustrating. And so I'd be lying to you if I told you, I was good, I was resilient. It's like, no, I dealt with the same feelings anybody would feel. You're frustrated and you feel like you're getting dealt a bad hand. But I had to remind myself that, okay, this football career, I don't own it. I just steward it. I steward what I'm given. There's only so much you can control. And so you control what you can control, and what you can't control, you've got to let go. If you try to hold it tight, you're just going to wear yourself out. So that perspective of being a steward, not an owner, really helped me. And so I said, okay, I'm going to steward my rehab. I'm going to steward my rehab well. And so what I did, and you would have done this too, Will, is I went into the training room every day in Minnesota, and I thought, all right, so my team, because I'm really not with the team anymore, so my team is the guys who are also on IR. So I'm the quarterback of the IR group. So we go in there every day. There were 6 of us, and I would say, okay, guys, we don't have parole. We're not going to get to go see the parole board. Justin Jefferson over here is dealing with a bad hand. He gets to go to the parole board in 2 weeks and get back in the game, but we don't. So I kind of tried to have our group, stick together, keep each other up, and then we did some trips together, did some dinners together, just to kind of feel like we're in this together. And I feel like that really helped me, feeling like I'm not alone. There's 5 other guys whose seasons are over also, and I think 4 of the 5 also had expiring contracts. So we were kind of all in it together, and that was really good. And then I was able to see the training room from the perspective of what they're trained to do. Like when I tore it, they showed me their level of excellence. When it was like it was clockwork. They knew like where to go, what to do next. Every step, it was just clockwork. And so I had so much respect for our Minnesota training room because I got to see them in action. And even the culture in the training room, how they had like that bedside manner where they know that like we're all going through a hard time, and they're able to kind of really talk us through that and work with us. So ton of respect for the Minnesota training room. And it was hard. Well, one of the reasons it was hard for me to leave was knowing that like that's another place I got to start over.
Mm-hmm. For guys that anybody who gets hurt playing a sport, they go through that sad boy period.
Yeah.
What was the switch in your head? Because obviously you're having a hard time.
Yeah.
And you took this amazing approach with the IR, making them a team.
Yeah.
What was like? How do you get yourself out of that funk to allow you to now? Okay, I'm going to make this a good situation as opposed to just living in a bad situation.
Yeah, I think time helped. Also Legos.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes. I said to Julie, the team left for an away trip to somewhere. I think they may have gone to Atlanta or Denver.
He's the best.
Probably Denver.
He's the best.
And I texted Julie because the team left for Denver, and I'm sad, right? I'm like, golly, I should be in Denver. I shouldn't be here, on a scooter. And I said to Julie, we're taking the boys to Mall of America. We're going to the Lego store, and I'm going to scratch that itch. So I went in there and I looked at like the Lego person with the apron at the entrance welcoming me in, and I said, "You're with me. Get a cart. We're going." I was like, whatever those 2 boys right there at 5 and 6, whatever they say they want, throw it in the cart. And we're going to start building.
Scratch that itch with the Legos, bro.
So we built the Lego Concorde. We built the Space Shuttle. We built the Home Alone house. We built the James Bond car. Like me and my boys came home, did our rehab. We got time. Legos, let's go.
Yeah, I love it. And that's the clip too. Him listing off the Legos that they built. It's good. That's the clip, and the caption is going to be, "This episode is everything you want out of Kirk Cousins."
Well, how did I get through it? Legos got me through.
Dude, you go through all those Legos and you just passed up the Titanic?
Okay, so I can go in on Lego. We can have a separate podcast.
I am
about
a
Legos.
huge fan. So I have the Titanic one sitting in one of my rooms at the house.
I'm proud of you.
Still not done yet.
You're built a little different. Like my ceiling's probably 7,000 pieces.
Uh-huh.
That's like 10,000 pieces. Like you're deep.
I bought it a year ago and I'm like halfway
Understandable.
done. Yeah, and I kind of walk away from it for months at a time, and I'll come back, I'll stare and be like, I'm going to take the next 4 hours of my life and I'm just going to do this.
No, I love to build. Like I love to build and create, and I also love following instructions. So like it works perfect. Some of them though are too big. I'm like the Coliseum, the Titanic, like I can't. Where's it going to go when I'm finished?
Yeah.
So
just take a picture of it.
I try, yeah.
And then just put it in the basement.
So we, like the Home Alone house, I'm going to pull it out every year as Christmas decoration. So like every year I put it on the shelf with other like Christmas wreaths and stuff, and now I'm going to pull it out every year for decoration. So
everything
I build, I like try to keep assembled. And like I built they have a Lego from the TV show The Office. That's like an aerial of The Office, with all the characters and all the details and everything. So I built that, and then I took it to our family office and just put it on the shelf.
Yeah.
I'm like, that will forever be here. So love Legos.
Legos are the best. Shout out Legos, sponsor. They should sponsor you.
Yeah, they should sponsor.
We got a lot of brands here. Fast food brands, car brands, Lego brands.
Yeah.